So in about 2015, the global landscape of energy was very much along the lines that solar panel prices were starting to come down in an exponential fashion, and we were seeing some real exciting prices coming through from that.
Even in the Persian Gulf, even in Saudi Arabia, the cheapest way to generate electricity in future was going to be from solar energy and not from oil and gas. And that was, to me, a huge turning point in the global energy economy.
That really gave us the inspiration to realize that a lot of the technologies were on track, and that wasn't a difficult place to work in, but rather to say, how do we transform the system to really incorporate those technologies and to make best use of them so we can move towards a true zero carbon energy system.
So that's where the Martin School came in.
And the call was on global commons market failures.
And it seemed clear to us that the electricity system, our electricity systems, are a common resource. And it seemed quite reasonable to regard anthropogenic climate change as an immense market failure.
And so we put that program together and we submitted it and we got feedback, and yes, they were going to fund it.
I think we went to the pub.
One of the challenges at the time we had was that everybody had their own speciality. And it really felt like we were a group of blind people exploring an elephant. And so, for instance, we had an economist feeling the trunk, and they were giving us one view of what the energy system challenges are. And we had material scientists and geographers and engineers, each of us giving different perceptions of what the real challenges were. And what we recognized is that there was real strength in bringing those viewpoints together to really understand what the whole beast looked like.
We did want a truly interdisciplinary team, and that was made clear from the start. And interdisciplinarity is not for the faint-hearted. You have to really commit yourself, I think, to being challenged. And you have to be prepared to ask daft questions.
Indeed, we've encouraged dumb questions because different disciplines have their own languages. They use different terminology. Probably most difficult, they use the same words to mean different things.
I think there's been a big achievement in terms of the people who've come through Integrate, some extremely gifted, capable researchers who are now going on doing great things.
The second thing is the amount of activity that's come out of Integrate is just mind-blowing. Everything from, one of our RAs in materials, helping put together the Faraday Institute, all the way through to what Nick's doing on creds. We've now got a new global institute on communities and local smart grids.
There's Project Leo, so that's a really major demonstration project.
We've also been working in the Global South. In the program, we started working in Kenya, looking at how do you hybridize solar and hydro dams together.
And then most recently, we've been successful in creating a whole new institute, which will be taking forward many of the ideas from Integrate.
There have been, of course, the standard academic outputs. We've got a publications list longer than your arm on a whole, really quite a broad range of topics. Think of it, if there were a single big thing I wanted to say about the Integrate project, and that I feel very happy about, it's that it's been part of the process of making a renewables-based energy system something that can come off the drawing board and that can start to be realised.
Integrate has shown that it's possible to have an energy system in a modern, developed economy that relies entirely on the natural flows of energy from the sun, from the wind, from water, that we don't have to dig up fossil fuels and we don't have to change the climate to have a decent, productive energy system.